News Channel 11 at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Angie Wynn. We are continuing our coverage of the devastating wildfires in the Panhandle. Now, in the community of Canadian is where we are headed now, learning more about the work to support residents who have lost their homes and first responders trying to protect the ones that remain. KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden joins us live from just outside the city where fire crews are hard at work this noon. Brittany.
Hey, Angie, yes, crews are still working on some of those hot spots north and south of town. It is sleeting / raining right now, so we are dealing with a little bit of that, but we're in one spot that we've seen crews out this morning. Volunteer crews are here. They're working on one of these hot spots in what looks like a shed. Smoke we've seen this morning coming from a white shed off on this property, and crews have been out here working on that all morning. We've seen some aerial photos of the town of Canadian through this disaster, and it appears that this wildfire burned almost in a ring right outside the town of Canadian, coming from all directions, stopping at the town, but on the outskirts, unfortunately, is where some of those homes were burned. And the last date we've been given from the county judge, Lisa Johnson, was that about 30 homes here have probably been burned, but we've heard some reports of 40. If you were here with us earlier, we spoke with James Greer with Disaster Relief, and he's heard around 40 homes being burned, and we talked with him about a family, one of the families that lost their home, and it's a family of 7, a couple with 5 children who lost their home in this fire. So just one example of just the heartbreak that's going on right now for these families who have lost everything. Now, another thing that's going on right now is that crews are out trying to restore power. The North Plains Electric Cooperative, they posted this morning that they were sending out 70 linemen and stakers, 41 of those coming from sister cooperatives, to come out and help get the power back on. So just another example of how people are working together here. One spot they're trying to restore power is at the AgriLife Extension, some of their buildings where those ag supply drives are going on. We know that they've got people coming in from all over, bringing hay, cattle cubes, fencing materials, just all of those things to help those ranchers in the area right now. They're trying to get the power on at those spots. And we even heard when we were over talking with the disaster relief folks that they've got 600 bales of hay coming from some folks in Denver City. So we're hearing lots of reports of people from our region bringing things here to Canadian. And we also know from the basketball game last night, Shallow Water versus Canadian, the Shallow Water Booster Club, they wanted to raise some money. A player actually told their parents, hey, we need to raise some money for the people in Canadian. How can we do that? The Booster Club worked to help them. They ended up raising $20,000. It was $15,000 before the game. After the game, they had $20,000 to send to the folks here in Canadian, and they're actually taking donations through tomorrow at 5. So again, just another example of all of the help and support that is coming this way for these folks. But you can see just with the charred land behind us, they're going to need a lot of help, and it's going to take a long time for them to recover, but part of that is coming together. So we'll head back into town and hear from more of those folks as they're working to help these folks out here. But for now, live in Canadian, Brittany Crittenden, KCBD News Channel 11. Angie, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Brittany. We love hearing the good coming out of the bad. Thank you.